Circle, 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 circle. It says you are live. It's riveting. Just leave it like this. Just like not do anything and see how long it takes for somebody to just like comment. I think it's frozen.
Yeah. I want to see things. I don't see anything yet. I feel like the Emperor's New Clothes. I don't know. I'm excited. Waka 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 waka.
Look at that, dude.
Dun, 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 dun. I feel it. Waka 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 waka.
The man with the microphone. Whoa! It says that there's somebody viewing. Did one of you guys log in?
Yes.
Oh, or one of you. Oh, there's two. Did somebody log in on two devices?
Oh, we're all logged in on
I did tell Karen once.
Wow, this is a high viewership already.
I know, right? We doubled it before the thing even like the intro.
I knew this was a smart idea.
I know, right? Wonder who they are.
I can't. I don't know.
Leo. That's the most pixelated thing, but you know what are you gonna do? I can't be held responsible
Standing room
for
only.
the crappy quality of stuff that our guests upload to their social media profiles. You know what I'm saying?
I thought I deleted all these pictures.
No. Those were the good years right there, huh?
Oh yeah. I
Mm.
think that was high school.
Jim, run!
Waka 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 waka.
That's a sharp one. That's a well-dressed man right there.
That was a wedding.
Oh,
I figured. I didn't think it was like, you know,
That's the only time
your
I get
living
to-
room. What about this picture? This one looks like a little rough.
Right.
Basement only presenter. Leo, did you just come here to insult the show? Is that the only reason we're here?
yeah. What's actually happening?
I don't know. He watches the show in his, his mom's basement in underwear.
Hmm. I have no
It says
idea.
there's 3 other people watching the show, but they're like,
It's a
don't want
lie.
anyone to know that I'm actually here.
No, it's a lie.
It's fake news.
Fake news all over the place. Don't believe it.
Sadly, there's people who've watched this show enough that if they heard,
I
They
think
would,
there's
like,
people that
just
wonder if this
assume-
is a repeat.
it's not a repeat. We haven't been
This is-
syndicated yet. We're hoping.
It's a hot picture. Hot.
Wow, there's up to 4 people.
I know, 8. I've seen 8 on my side.
I've seen it as high as 20, but then again, I just have blurry vision.
Wait, that's not Daniel. What in the world? Daniel, your
What's
hair
actually
color changed again.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Daniel says the countdown is too long. The countdown is too long.
Was that Daniel? Was that supposed to be Daniel or Schwarzenegger?
I'm not sure. It's hard, you can confuse the two so easily.
Oh my goodness. Yes, JS, we're going live again. Just because somehow Facebook has not caught on to all of the things we've done to violate numerous things that we violated. What do you call those? Regulations, rules, policies. Anyway,
Keep going with the words.
yeah, I believe in words.
All those things.
And I believe in
They won't ever catch on. They're never going to catch on.
And hello, everyone, and hello, not Daniel. Thank you, John. Thank you for being here, and to everyone who has no life. Welcome.
Hold on, there's people in the hallway. Make sure that we make room for let them in.
Oh yeah, if you guys could like move to the empty seats in the middle.
Yeah.
Violating the laws of Facebook and nature. That is correct. For example, look at Daniel. Daniel looks
Right?
completely different. It's obviously a great week because I've never seen you look better, Daniel.
Thank you. I knew you had a thing for me.
Hey guys, welcome to Subpellucid. I'm not used to.
Wait a
starting
minute.
this
Is that
off.
what this is?
Yeah. Yes.
This is the
Oh,
wrong show. I'm
sorry.
in the wrong room.
I know, but it's the only way we could get somebody to fill in for Daniel, who is not here. He is on vacation, which it's a paid vacation. He's getting exactly the same amount he would if he were here doing the show. So we're incredibly grateful, though, that the wonderful
Who is that?
Nancy
Me?
Lewis Hill
Yes,
agreed to be here.
that one.
So, and yes, we agree. Daniel wishes he looked that good. This is the best upgrade ever of Subpellucid. Well, it's also the only upgrade we've ever had here on Subpellucid.
I don't know. Don't reveal all the secrets. Don't reveal all the secrets. There's big stuff coming.
Dealcasters is here. Like the Fuze, spread the old photos of Jim. Let the interwebs receive that photographic genius. Wow. I'm gonna guess you're gonna change your opinion after the show as far as the genius piece. At least we're gonna do our part to make sure that happens. Look,
Yes.
My goal today is to get through the show. I'm not used to being the Daniel role. That's why we brought in Nancy.
We have
my
a
guess
goal.
is-
I think that's interesting. These are the things I'm learning as we go along here.
Yeah. When we had our pre-show meeting, we do 3 hours of a pre-show meeting, go over our goals, our mission statement, and also any fines that we have that are past due, and just kind of get everything laid out. So
Yeah.
Anyway, Nancy, thank you for being here to doing this with us.
Thank you for having me. This is the funnest thing I've ever had to do on demand.
Wow.
It says a lot. It says a lot. But the best part is I'm rivaled with the fun department with Jim, actually our guest. So
That's true.
I'm
That's true.
excited.
Huge amounts of money invested in empty cans in my basement. That is correct. And they are all gold wrapped chocolate coins, but I'm holding out because I know that they're going to increase in value here soon.
Oh, definitely.
So, Nancy,
Was that too emphatic? Was I
Yes.
too excited?
You seemed incredibly excited about the chocolate gold coins. Nancy's been a guest on the show, but even though that's the case, she agreed to come back and be not Daniel. So if you pray or whatever it is that you do, I'd appreciate prayers. Not for the show.
All the stuff.
And not really for Nancy, but just for me, that I get through this.
Yeah.
So
And that we all come out of this feeling better than when we came into this, which I don't really know if there is any. I don't know. I think we can only go up from here, honestly.
I mean, there's a first time for everything on this show, and leaving with positive vibes. Why not? Let's go for it.
I want to just tell you one thing. If anybody out there is
Yes.
wondering if this is live, yes, it's live. Okay. So I need to get that out because usually I'm the one who asks that. So yes.
That's true. But you watch it when it's on a replay, and then it's
But
not
don't
live.
tell everybody that.
So
We
as
think
a
it's
viewer, I
live. That's
just-
all that matters.
Yeah, JS. We are actually talking to some of the pharmaceutical companies right now. We're trying to get a discount card for our viewers, so that you can make those meds more affordable. That being said, speaking of people who need medication, why don't we talk about our guest today, the one and only Jim Fuze.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know, right? I know looking at this photo, you think he's probably a stunt double, but no, he's not. What do you know about him, Nancy?
Well, there's a few things I know about him. I know that I know that he's been fortunate enough to have a show with Tim Sohn. I know that,
Well,
and
hopefully
that's
he'll
about
be here with a
the
smile on
highlight of
face,
his.
and that's the highlight of his life. Wow. Well. That's probably why he said yes to be here. Let's bring
It
him
is
in.
why.
Let's
I
bring
mean,
him
he had
in.
nothing else going on, really. I mean, this was like the big thing.
Hey, look at this. Daniel, who is in a part of the country where he should be doing things way more fun than this, came to see if his job was in danger. And yes,
Oh,
yes, it is.
this is a great show, Daniel. I'm glad you recognize it. I put on the blue screen for you, my friend, and we're honored that you took the time from doing something incredibly exciting to be here with us here, because this is going to be this is going to blow your socks off. If you're not wearing socks, put them on, because we're going to blow them off.
Exactly. All right. Jim is sitting patiently back there going
He's
do I
not
ever
even
actually
sitting.
come on the show? I don't know if I do, but yes, we're going to bring him in.
So when you get a chance every once in a while, nothing wrong with popping on live and just saying hello to people and letting people know what's going on with your life.
I agree. If that's the kind of advice we're going to be getting on today's show, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
hey, sir.
That's why you have to be careful about what you put on the internet.
Yes. That's riveting advice, though, Jim.
Yes. But I'm excited to be here because I consider Chad a friend even once the show is over, and I'm also great to see you, Nancy, and of course, with Nancy, Lewis Hill, you almost feel like saying Daniel Day-Lewis, right? It's all those multiple names.
I hadn't thought of that until now, so I feel really special.
But now that you say it, I see it.
Right?
I do. I see it.
Well, actually, right? It mixes the Daniel, who couldn't be here today, and the Nancy. We kind of get a little Daniel in there.
And then, if we can get a little Daniel in there, I think you're winning.
Daniel said, I'm so relieved that he finally found someone else to co-host this show. See ya. And J.S. Gilbert wants to know if you're going to teach everybody else how to put up those cool brick wall facades or facades, depending on which part of the country you're from.
I did. I did a video on Amazon if you'd like to check it out on how to put them up. So
there you go.
Well, excellent.
Brick walls are us.
It's called push pins. They work really easy.
Leo says that Daniel, we're also glad Chad's finally found a co-host.
The fun has just begun.
And your good friend Tim is doing shout outs to inanimate objects.
And that's important.
Well, tomorrow we get to see the bears and the turkeys.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'll drink to that.
Are you headed out to his place?
No, I'll see it tomorrow when we have our show. He usually brings the bears and the turkeys along.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. He may do bears and turkeys, but I will tell you this: he almost missed our show because he had a mouse in his office.
Oh,
true story. True. He's never been the same since.
That explains a lot.
So,
that's why we're here.
He didn't tell me about the mouse.
Well, he's got a lot of scarring from that moment.
Yeah.
I hate to even bring it up. I'm sorry we brought it up.
As long as he didn't find it in a cup of his Dunkin' Donuts coffee, I'm sure he's okay.
Yeah, no.
JS, as far as how to cook a bear, you're going to have to do like a little private conversation on the side with Tim about that, because this is Jim's show today. This is not the Tim and Jim show today. This is the Jim only show. And with that in mind,
good afternoon, everyone. This is Jim Fuze with Fusion Marketing, and I wanted to come on to talk about a couple of things that are exciting to me and hopefully a little bit exciting to you.
I felt that.
Oh my gosh.
Getting the energy, the excitement. Like, I want to watch the rest of the video. Find out what he was so thrilled.
I know. I can barely contain myself, actually. Riveting messages.
This still says Phil. I always forget this person to change this name.
I know Phil.
Yeah, he's the guy who fills in all the holes.
Phil Gerbashak, last week's guest. He's still alive.
And a few weeks ago, way back, it was Phil Mershon. If we'd have had them back to back, it would have been like one of the first weeks where I actually had it ready.
Wow. So, am I one of the Phils?
Yes, sure.
You're filling in.
Right. I'll take that. Do you feel
Joanne,
excited? Because I
Watt,
am
thank you.
super excited.
She says, Chad, this song that is available on iTunes, but you have to go on the dark web to get it. So anyway, Jim, you finally made it.
Yes, it's been a long journey.
It has. It has. How long have you? Let's see. We booked you for this show quite some time back, right?
Yes, and then you decided to reschedule me because you were too busy.
That's right. We had to reschedule you. That's how we try to build up the anticipation, like to make it seem like it's really a big deal to be here. Like, oh,
It is.
They're having to reschedule me. They're that popular, and so
There's an international wait list.
Yes, I could believe it.
Are you excited? Because I feel excited again.
I am excited. I have no idea what's about to happen, but I know it'll be fun.
Yeah,
that's okay. This is typically a point where Daniel will tell you, this is a segment we call Getting to Know You, where we get to know you. That's a direct quote from Daniel.
we try to cloud it a little bit, but cloak it, if you will. But yeah, it's pretty much getting to know you.
So, but yeah, so that's what we want to do. Everybody, we know you've got the Amazon Live show, and we know you do that show with the other dude with the animals in his yards. But this is about you, and so we just want to learn more about you and what makes Jim. Just, for example, Atlanta. You reside in that area.
Yes.
Born and raised?
No, I was actually. I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana, and then at the age of 2, moved to Northern Virginia, which I lived in until college, and then the Marines took me all over the world, and so I got married in 2018, and that's what brought me to Atlanta. So I've been kind of all over the place.
Gotcha.
And you've met Karen. You've met Karen.
I have. When we kind of met you for the first time, really, it was kind of a dual.
That's right.
Deal.
It was a pizza date.
Pizza.
It was a lot of
Wait, where was I? I wasn't in the picture yet, apparently.
We were in San Diego. Were you not there?
I might have been, but I wasn't invited because I was in the outer circle. I wasn't a Phil yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is about you. This is about you, Jim.
No, that was a fun time. We enjoyed that. It was, there's not a lot of couples, always at these things. So it was nice to hang out with someone who brought their.
Yeah. Why is that? Why is that there's not?
That is a good question.
Kids. Some have kids. So somebody's staying home with kids. Maybe they have other jobs. I think some sadly want an escape and a chance to just get away and do their thing or whatever. But I don't know. I had fun having my wife there.
You guys broke the mold. That's what I'm saying. You broke the mold. You set the new tone. Travel with your favorite person. Get your stuff done. Mingle in San Diego. Have pizza.
Could also be that we're older.
I was amazed, and I know Karen was too, that Chad and Lainey drive to San Diego. I mean, they make an adventure out of it. I thought that was pretty cool. It's a little longer drive from Atlanta.
We don't know if we're going to do the San Diego one again. Not that it was a long drive, but that is a boring drive. That is the most.
That's true, because you're taking 10, right, the whole way. Yeah. And 10 south, because I've done that drive before, there's nothing. Yeah, from Texas to California. Like, I don't think
past San Antonio, it's like, El Paso, and then nothing. So it's absolutely. So military Marines. Do you have a favorite place that you were stationed?
I guess I'd have to say Hawaii was my favorite place to be stationed. I was in Kaneohe Bay for 4 years. So that was nice, right? You don't have to worry about air conditioning or heat because it's always nice.
Nice.
But yeah, so I would say that was my favorite place. And got to visit some neat places. I got to visit Norway. That was a lot of fun. Spent 3 years in Japan. That's where my oldest daughter was born. And she actually just turned 25, almost a week ago. So, so my kids are grown. That's why I'm able to come with Karen, because the kids are grown up. They're on your own.
Exactly.
Well,
It's the
that'll
same
do
with
it.
us, right? Ours are 27, 24, 21.
Wow, you guys are old.
So
Yes,
Um,
yes, we
the-
are.
our oldest is Laney's, then it's my 2. But my oldest and Laney's son have the same birthday. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is really cool.
Yeah. Crazy. And they had the same nickname growing up. They called them Mowgli. So weird.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That is weird. That is
So,
very
Yeah.
weird.
anyway.
What are the chances, right?
So Nancy, in your wild, curious brain and whatever else goes on up in there, some of which we really don't want to know. What's something you've always wondered or want to know about Jim?
Oh, honestly, I didn't have any time to think about this because he invited me to fill in about 17 seconds before the camera started. So I've been thinking about this for long and hard. But I actually have a question related to, and I know this is not about the Tim and Jim show, but I'm curious. How on earth how did you two end up being together? How did you meet Tim? How did that even start?
So there is a story.
All right.
Him and I both know a coach live streamer named Lindsay Anderson, and so her and Lindsay Phillips used to do this Thursday night live stream called Marketing and Merlot. So I don't know, maybe we need to bring in some Merlot into this show. And they were asking about Instagram TV, and they were using Be Live, I think, because Be Live you like put the link on the screen, and they're like, "Hey, does anybody know anything about Instagram TV?" And I think I'd done like 8 Instagram TV episodes. Some people watching this show probably still don't know that Instagram TV exists.
Right.
So they brought me on, and we started talking about it. And I guess Tim was mesmerized by my speaking on camera, and so he invited me to be on the Tim show at the time because there was no Jim. And so we talked about Google My Business, and then he's like, "Hey, would you like to do a show together?" And this was in August of 2018, and the rest is history. And in fact, both of you fine people have been guests on the Tim and Jim show. But that's how it started. And I think it was one of those, oh my gosh, I have to show up every week because if I don't, the other person will be all by themselves. Kind of like what almost happened to Chad this week.
Wow.
Right?
That was prophetic.
Wow.
Pathetic, I'm not sure, but it was. To think about
It's,
that.
you know, it's potatoes, lemons, limes.
So I knew there had to be some reason because I don't know. I don't want. Go ahead, Chad.
No, but we have a couple of questions actually from, a couple of comments. John says this show's crazy enough without alcohol.
No
But,
Merlot.
your partner in crime over at Dealcaster says, who isn't mesmerized by Jim speaking on camera? So if you're
Right.
not mesmerized by Jim speaking on camera, please let us know in the comments. J.S. Gilbert wants to know, Jim, have you ever been chased by a tiger? And if not, why not?
Well, you've heard of Chuck Norris, right? Kind of same reason. Tigers are afraid of me.
Ah,
Gotcha.
see, these are the things. If we didn't ask, we would never know that. We would never know this. Puts the
Stephen
fear
Kaplan,
in tigers.
the one and only Jim Fuze. Did you guys do the Jim yet? What is that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You
I know
need to
the
devise
Tim.
that.
I don't know what the Jim is. Stefan, is that like a New York thing? Is that a photographer?
I mean, I've heard
lingo?
of people Jimmy in the lock, right? I get that a lot, but I never
Right. You
doing
go
the
to the
gym.
gym. Or in this
Yeah.
case, the gym came to us. But I don't know.
These are the things that will forever linger in my mind. But
Someone
I don't
asked,
know,
is
being the
Tim
party
Sohn
animal that
yin
he is.
and Jim Fuse the yang? Or is Tim Sohn the ding and Jim Fuse the dong?
Oh,
That sounded better in my head. Actually, I didn't really think about it in my head before I said it out loud. And I'm going to move on to another question.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna let Nancy answer the question.
What?
Yeah, that's probably your best answer you could give right now. Jim, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Is this live?
Chocolate.
Yeah, J.S. Gilbert wants to know. He has lots of
Chocolate
questions.
for sure. Chocolate.
Just chocolate.
Are you I need to know if you're the type of person who enjoys going to parties. Are you a party guy?
Yes, yes, I am.
Gotcha.
You've been known.
I've kind of missed out on that because of the current situation we're in this country. Hasn't been a lot of that.
Truth. But in your core, you are a party guy.
Yes, yes.
This is, I don't know if everybody knows that about you. This is like a revelation.
I'm sometimes you never want to be the first person at the party, but sometimes I have to be like dragged to leave, especially if there's still food and beverage available.
Okay. Good to know.
No, I can see it. I can see it. By the way, Nancy Leo Mendel says, run away fast. And John wants to know, as an ex-Marine, which branch of the military did you give the most crap to?
Well, first of all, there's no such thing as an ex-Marine. It's a former Marine, and all of them. But I would probably say the Air Force, because they drive a bus. I know your stepson Chad is in the Air Force, and we thank him for everything he's doing. But yeah, we always give the Air Force because they wear the Greyhound bus driver jackets, and
Oh.
so that's
that is funny. Yeah, we haven't been able to go see them. Our plan was to go see them, a year or so ago, and then all this happened, and they're going to be done with their overseas deployment before we're able to get over there. So
they could extend.
They were ready to get back to the States. They're ready. I think especially since with everything locked down, they did a lot of traveling, but now they're not able to. Daniel, by the way, says he appreciates Nancy keeping up the tradition of awkward silence in the show. Nicely done.
Thank you,
Daniel. If you know Nancy, which I know you do,
no, he doesn't.
She had to put effort into that.
I can believe that. Nancy is not normally the silent type.
Well, I'm trying. It's like Chad told me maybe I shouldn't talk about this. Should I not talk about this openly? But before this started, Chad just gave me the rundown. He said, look, I do the talking. You sit there with your blue screen and just do what I say. And we're like, all right, I guess. And so I showed up, and so far it's been good. Was that awkward?
That one moment though where we're like, hey, do you have a question you'd like to ask? And she went.
It was that blank stare.
Blank stare.
Yeah,
I do have some questions. I mean, I got things I wonder.
Okay.
Well, is it okay to ask? I didn't know if I have permission.
Whatever you would like.
Well, have you ever had to do a broadcast and talk to an overlay because someone didn't show, for example?
No, we've been fortunate. Now, Tim and I have had to have the show without a guest that we thought was going to make it, and we've had to make something up. Like, what are we going to talk about today? Let's talk about one time we did a show on virtual events because found out might have been even the day of that the guest couldn't make it.
So you had a virtual guest?
Well, not really a virtual guest. I mean, that's an idea, right? You could come up with a cartoon guest and just have a camera where they pretend like they're talking. That's an idea.
Chad, are you making note of this? Because this is key.
Yeah.
This is clutch. Absolutely. This is clutch information from the marketing man.
We're always going to come up with ideas. How do you make things different?
The thought of replacing Daniel with a cartoon has crossed my mind many times. So
I'd like to see his avatar in here. That's what I want to see. Daniel's here for the elevator, so I think that
Jim,
I appreciate
Marines. That. Now you're in marketing. How'd that journey?
Oh, how did that happen? Well, so I retired in 2009, and so for a while I was a government contracting consultant, and I was working with this organization where they'd have these expos where people were wanting to do business with the government, and I kept running into these people that did social media, and I've always been a nerd. I've always liked tech and things like that. And, I'd been on Facebook. I just hadn't really done much with it at the time. And I started looking and seeing what they were doing and that they were actually getting paid for. And I said, I think I can do that. And so I said, you know what? I really didn't like the government contract consulting. So I just kind of dove in and started doing it. I had a couple friends that were willing to allow me to help their businesses with social media, and then now here I am. But
wowing
you go.
wowing the people for years now.
I don't know about wowing, but
I know
here
it's
I am.
wowing. Trust me, Jim. You're wowing them.
J.S. Gilbert want to point out he's found your answers to his questions disappointing and wants to know if we should expect the rest of your answers to be the same.
They're only disappointing if you don't have an open mind.
Oh,
Wow. So now
wow, that was
we've-
profound.
Yeah, this might be the first time that we've stooped to the level of insulting the few viewers that we actually do get here on the show.
Right.
Typically,
right?
it's more the viewers saying things like this.
That was
Leo
really
sitting
good.
still. That's why Daniel Glickman normally looks like a shop mannequin.
Right.
John wants to know if you picture people naked when you're doing your speeches, asking for a friend.
No, because I think sometimes you couldn't unsee that. It would be very hard to continue speaking.
That's true. The first episode
I
we
want to
ever
not
did,
picture this now. I can't stop picturing things like this now.
the
Everybody's
first
naked.
episode we ever did to try to help me relax, Daniel actually showed up to the pre-show actually naked.
Wow.
Like he didn't want me to have to like put effort into it.
Now
It was
there's a
just like,
guy, right?
Here,
That's a pal.
this is what you need to think about while the show's going on. And of course, you've seen how the show's gone ever since that moment.
That's teamwork. That is teamwork.
Teamwork, they say makes the dream work, but I would say it was probably more like night terrors.
But you're still here, and that's what's important. So Jim has gone from like you said, military marketing, manly advice. I don't know. It's time for an awkward pause again.
Jim, have you ever taken your shirt off during a live stream? Someone's just asked this. So.
Yes, I did.
It's a standard
I did actually
question.
just I think it was a couple weeks ago on an Amazon live show, and it was to support another creator that Amazon was punishing for uploading videos where he didn't have a shirt on. So I was like, well,
Oh,
taking my shirt off.
I thought you were
you can
just,
do that on Zoom, though. You know, I think you can do it on Zoom. You can have your shirt
as
off.
long as you don't stand up and don't have on pants. I figured it was just
Right.
like a shout out to George and his epic appearance here.
That was epic.
J.S. Gilbert said he wants to be fair and wants to know if Jim would like to ask him a question.
Sure. What was J.S. Gilbert in the military, and if so, which branch?
Fair enough.
See, equal opportunity here. This is what this show. See, people wonder what this show's about, and you're seeing it now, folks. This is how it works. It's a give and take, little awkwardness, a little who knows what, a little nakedness. You know, this is, and a little Boston accent just to round it all out. This is.
Like-
I'm
It's like
excited
Nancy has
all
her
over
chin on
again.
the desk.
She looks like she's trying to drink a small cup of coffee, or like, is that an espresso?
Yeah, those are our little shot glasses of coffee that we have. I'll tell you what. I don't know about everybody else, but I feel like we've gotten to know you as well as we can, and probably as much as we want to. So let's move on.
Good afternoon,
It's probably
everyone. This is
smart.
Jim Fuze from Fusion Marketing. And as some of you may know, I like to do a lot of hacking.
I feel like
There
I've
we
been
go.
hacked.
The word is out.
It's the hacker.
Ah,
Yeah. So if you're having
Hacking
computer
people.
issues,
oh my gosh.
hello, look, that covers up Nancy.
Whoa.
I know,
This is the
right?
part that I get to tell you what to do, Jim. So this is the 30-second marketer. Now, if you've not seen this before, mind-blowing, okay? You get to describe or sell, pitch, whatever it is that we need to say about this. A product, a thing. And we've decided, Daniel called this one in. Actually, he asked us to do this one. And your item, I don't care how you do it, you have 30 seconds to describe and pitch us for those of us who don't want to see the filter that people put on, like when they're talking as a potato or a carrot, or I don't know, as a hot dog. Maybe we don't want to see that. So we want to see that that product that you have that allows you to not have to see the damn filters.
Okay.
And you have 30
So
seconds to sell
When you're
that to
ready,
us, right?
let us know and we'll start the timer.
All right.
Ready? It's going to be a really nifty timer too.
Okay.
Here we go.
So if you're ready to get rid of that unwanted eyesores on your computer screen, now is the time for you to purchase the NMTE defilterer by Sohn Enterprises. And where can you get this, folks? Where else but on Amazon? You can get it on Amazon Live. And right now we've got a special. Amazon's selling it for 50% off. So check it out and do away with that unwanted look on your screen.
Wow.
Now more than ever.
I'm sold. Now more than ever. Shout out to
Is there a
Jim
special
Sohn.
coupon code that they need to use?
Yes, NMTE.
And just type NMTE, the coupon code. Well, that makes
By the
perfect
way,
sense.
JS has an answer to your question about the military. He said,
Yes.
no, I wasn't. I was actually born with my feet backwards and was in a special brace for 2 years. And so I wasn't fit for military service.
Yeah, now we know.
Now we know. And I would say I hope he's been able to recover from that and is continuing to be the best person that he can be. And I tell you what, even if you don't serve in the military, we still need people serving our country in other ways.
That's true. That's true. True. Daniel says it's the first time he's ever been thankful for a lousy internet connection while watching a live show.
Oh my
And,
gosh, you've reached the pinnacle. This is it. That's the height of all compliments.
Well, now he knows how everybody else feels
Right.
every week. Shout out to
Every
Sohn
single
Enterprises. A segment not made up of awkward questions composed by Daniel. John wants to know if this filter will remove me. You can only hope. J.S. Gilbert said he just bought 2 of them.
Good. Get one
And
for the
then
whole
there's
family.
Hashtag NMTE, hashtag JLT, hashtag ABC, and a bunch of other stuff from Tim. So, and shout out to Sohn Enterprise for sponsoring today's show.
That's right. The check's in the mail.
JS does say thank you, I believe wholeheartedly in doing service, whether it's small or large. And thank you for yours, Jim. I don't know if you've met JS Gilbert before or no.
I don't know that I have, but
He's
thank you,
he's a
JS.
really great guy. He's actually a voice actor, video game
Oh,
claim to fame.
now that's pretty
So,
cool.
Yeah.
I wish I had a
So,
voice to do that, but I don't. Think
I
have.
know. I'd like to have that
So
voice.
he's agreed to be on the show. I just got to get him scheduled. So, but anyway, great job.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good luck with that, JS. Getting scheduled. It may take a while.
Yeah.
Pretty book.
Well,
It's a
great
long
job
list.
on the marketing, and great job by Nancy on just whatever you.
I don't know. I thought I want to do a do-over. It didn't feel right. Can we do a do-over? Or is this live? I can't really do that, can I?
I mean, yeah,
I just-
let's start
I'm
the
just
whole thing
asking.
over.
right?
Hold on. Well, okay. It's like deja vu. I'm just kidding. We are not about to do the whole thing over again.
Oh, you guys are in for a treat. This is going to restart.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have a question.
Going, da, 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 da.
Is the fedora hat available on Amazon?
Oh. This one I actually got at a hat shop. Now I'm going to blank out on the name, but it's in Wichita, Kansas. When I was there for social media day, I forgot my hat. And the first day we were there, people were like, "You look familiar, but I can't place it." I said, "What if I had on a fedora?" And they're like, "Oh, that's you." So I was like,
That's
okay,
kind of like
gotta
Scott
go.
Ayers, right? If he doesn't have an orange wig on, nobody recognizes him.
Correct. Like people are
That's
instead of,
clever.
like being, "Oh, that's the guy from Agora Pulse." They're like, "I'm pretty sure he was looking at my children awkwardly."
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
It's kind of like when you wear
Hello,
Like a leprechaun
everyone.
hat or
We're
something.
Walking in the snow.
more
I like,
excitement.
one thing I like that Jim just gets to the point. Hi everyone.
Right.
We're walking in the snow.
In case you wondered.
I'm waiting for
I feel it.
There you go.
I'm ready.
I don't know what you're feeling. What do you feel?
everything. I got all the feels. This is the time where you can go out and get your popcorn, whatever you need, but hurry up back because this is it.
Now, this is a really neat segment here, guys. If you watch Jim,
Are you sure?
these are all cut from a consecutive piece of video where he was a co-host of a live show. Now, this is a shorter version, but you notice something. It's a lot of facial expressions. No talking. No talking at all.
Looks like me.
Now, again, I've cut this, but he actually didn't say anything until the 3-minute and 10-second mark. And when that 3-minute and 10-second mark got there, here's what he had to say.
That is a little creepy.
And there you have it.
Oh boy!
See, now you
does
could
anybody
fill
want to
in
guess
with all the
why?
stairs.
Does anybody want to guess why Jim was
Do we
not
have to
able to get a
guess?
word in for 3 minutes and 10 seconds?
Was I there?
The guess that day was Nancy Lewis Hill.
Oh gosh.
Well, that was unexpected.
I'll have to go back and watch that episode now, right?
Oh, well, make sure you
It's
later
sold
on
out.
in the Facebook comments. JS put a link that'll kind of fill you in about his background.
Sweet.
Okay.
Little
Cool.
shameless plug there, but great guy and definitely well worth checking out. So yeah, so that's why I kept you up there the whole time on that little bit there, Nancy, was because you were the guest, and
Chad is good. I got to tell you, I don't know where he finds this stuff, but he's
Look, we know he's good. I would not be on here unless it was with a really good person, right? A really good, because I was on with you because quality counts, right? Now I'm here and because of Chad and because of Daniel, because he decided not to be here, which was a quality move by far. And so, yeah, Chad, you're a skilled professional and you rope people into things. And I think
Well,
that's good.
I know I should have been a drug dealer.
It's the hat.
it's not too late.
It's
Right.
too late.
It's not too late. Oh my
That's right.
gosh.
Careers for after 50.
It's becoming a new thing with it being legalized everywhere. Now you can do it legally.
There you go.
That's true. That's true. I just don't know if it's
Never give up on your
profitable, right?
dreams.
That's right.
So anyway, oh my gosh! I'll tell you what. I will,
What?
Nancy. I don't know what's going on or what's different. But there's been a lot of participation with questions and stuff.
I
this
see
week,
this.
So it's been fun.
I
It's
can't
been a lot
even
of
keep
fun.
up.
Dealcaster says they're fans. Chad, well done. I prefer Chad medium rare, but that's just me.
That's good.
Whatever. JS wants to know who else dresses up in costumes and picks people up at the airport. If that's you, please comment below.
All right. There we
JS
go.
perhaps wants to hire you out. Anyway, Jim, this is our
Favorite.
part. Yeah, they start to sweat.
Did you
a
just say
little bit.
that?
Yeah. Because
You
it's
guys
have a
said
couple
the
of
same
favorite
time,
parts.
so when you have to say jinx.
Nah.
or whatever. I don't know what you do anymore.
Buy me a Coke or something. Isn't that the other thing? Yeah. This is one of my favorite parts. My other part is coming up, but I'm not going to say it. I refuse to say it. Daniel, if you so feel so inclined, you can ask about the what scene. But for now, we love this part because we get to ask you, let you just explain things that we pull up from like who knows where, right? And you know that Chad is skilled at finding things that deserve explanation. So, Jim, may the force be with you.
Yeah, I love that Daniel's making comments that other people tend to make when we're watching. Like he says, I can't believe I'm watching this. There's no rational explanation for it, but I just can't stop. But the best
That's
have
how
been
it
that
works.
he has made almost every standard comment that Nancy tends to make every week.
Right. See how this is?
Nancy's gotten all fuzzy.
Am I
on it.
really here or is Daniel here? You can't even tell at this point. Like, wait a minute. What?
JS says it's like watching a 12-car pileup. It is. It is.
That's why I like.
And
to
it's
watch
like
them
this
500.
every week. It gets better.
Well, tell you what. I
Tell
took
us.
it easy on you on the first one, but basically these are things we've pulled off the web.
No, we didn't. You did.
Well, you are here with me, and as a co-host, you are guilty by association. So any
I didn't
liability,
read that in the disclaimer.
lawsuits, damages, she's equally liable. That being said, I took it easy on you with the first one. These images are things that we felt just really needed an explanation, or we thought there was a story behind them, or just like the photo.
I'm excited. Did I say that already?
This first
Well,
one,
that's not me with the backpack. I'll just say that.
no, everybody always says that, and that it's not their child. Somebody just
Right.
Tim asked, "Where is Christine Gritman?" Because she says this kid creeps her out every time. So here we go. First one.
This one.
That is my wedding picture with my wife Karen at Dallas, Georgia, at amazing place called Indigo Falls. Recommended to anybody that would looking to get married in the Atlanta area.
Nice.
Excellent.
And apparently that worked out.
Yes,
And
it has.
I'm going to be honest. The first thing that actually stood out to me before
Is?
the pretty wedding picture was that a mohawk?
No, I just had gotten a haircut.
Gotcha. That was just my first thought. I thought,
Yeah.
does he have a mohawk for his wedding? But
These are
it's
the
just-
things.
just the look.
Well, it was an outdoor wedding, so maybe I was getting a little, sweaty from being out in the sun.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
I think that it was cool that you picked the falls because, like, it's, I don't know, when she's falling for you kind of a thing, and then you went for the falls. I don't know. Maybe that was too corny. We should probably just move on from this one before I ruin it.
It's good. It's a good
What-
thought.
This is why we
There's
don't
no
allow
falls there,
alcohol.
but they call it
Right.
Indigo Falls.
But that's
They
okay.
call it
That's a
falls, but
filter.
There's no falls.
No, because it's a filter.
Okay. What about this?
That was at Social Media Marketing World right before the big party at the joint where we get like 2 drink tickets.
Oh,
And that was my 80s theme look. So that shirt is from the basic school in Quantico, Virginia that I've had since 1989. Everybody in my company had that same exact red Hawaiian shirt because we were Elvis company. So that was our
Oh,
Elvis
wow.
look.
I'm impressed that you still fit in it.
No kidding. Brian says stud. And also, is that Tim's Hawaiian shirt? But obviously we know it's not.
I don't know if Tim was born yet.
Ah! Oops.
The
Ooh, that was
good
loud.
old days.
Yes.
All
I
righty.
like that shirt.
Are you ready?
Well, now we have this. Now I want to see the whole team in that shirt.
Yeah, you do.
I do
do.
have a obviously you didn't find that on the web, but I do have a book from our time at Quantico, 6 months, where we have like a group picture with everyone wearing the same
That's
shirt.
awesome.
Did Jim open for LMFAO? Okay, here we go.
That is my little brother. Well, I have 2 brothers. That's my brother Brian, who's the shorter one, and I was the taller one at the time.
You are tall.
That I believe is his 6th birthday, because I think I look a little older than 6 in that picture.
You look mature.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you taking this picture, Mom?
You don't
And
look as
he has-
evil.
He has like this mischievous, like, oh,
Yes.
Yes.
good things are about to happen.
So, were you the level-headed one out of the pair, or what? What was going on?
Yes.
Still are,
I always am. Yes.
except at parties.
Oldest of 4.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'll plead the 5th on the party comment.
All righty. How about
This one.
here?
That was when I played soccer. Some of you may have heard of that sport. As you can see, back in the 70s, my team was called Aston Villa, which is actually a team that plays in England. So that was the Aston Villa covers, and so I'm the short guy in the front sitting down.
No
So
way.
Always one of the short guys, and been used to that.
Nice. What position did you play?
Left wing.
Were the soccer balls made out of like?
The same thing they're still made out of.
I just wondered in the 70s. I didn't know if it was something different.
Yeah,
Like-
leather.
It
was a long time ago, so I didn't know.
Something, or
Right.
Yeah,
Hi,
it was a while ago. Sorry.
That's hilarious. They had to, chisel it out of stone.
But yeah, you
Yeah.
see how short the shorts were too back then, right?
Those are shorts. They look like pants.
Yeah.
I've seen
I thought
shorter.
they were just tall
In fact, I'm
legs.
pretty sure I had shorter when I played soccer. So, Marissa says football, and JS
Yeah.
says who wears short shorts? We wear
Right there.
short shorts.
Right there.
And, everyone here on screen today is old enough to know what JS is referring to. That's funny. Okay,
Should we sing it?
Sure, go ahead, please.
Who wears short shorts? Okay, move on.
Just leave it hanging like that. Leave one more. We're
Yeah, you
running
guys
for the
pick it up
door.
from there. One more running for the door. Oh, Jim, talk
So
about
that
it.
was when I lost 20 pounds from changing how I eat in 2017. So I'm basically holding the equivalent of 20 pounds of sugar that I lost in 6 weeks. And so I was
Sweet.
down to, in that picture, I'm at my high school weight of 146 pounds.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
So
I was wondering if you were just
anything
a
is
new
possible.
form of.
I
a
know
new
you
form
thought
of
you were wondering
Domino's.
if I was stealing the sugar and I got caught as a shoplifter. No,
Just
that
never
was
seen
not.
anybody so happy about holding bags of sugar. So,
Yeah.
Your partner
Good
Graham
reason.
says the soccer pick was taken with the Sony ZV-1. J.S. Gilbert says, here
Domino's.
we see Jim cutting his cocaine.
Here we go. 70s. I don't know. That's a bit much. That was sweet. That was a sweet picture, and that's a good reason to celebrate. I'll celebrate. We'll celebrate post celebration.
This is where I won, not this past season, but the season before. I won the fantasy football championship of my league, and so I was showing off my trophy, and the cash was sent to my bank account. So
You
that
look
was
incredibly happy.
I was.
And what is
look it.
Buckeyes Tears of Joy?
That's one of the team names. Somebody that I think likes Ohio State. They've got issues, obviously.
John says he thought you were marketing sugar for Amazon.
There you go.
No, but that's an idea. We'll have to take
There
that
you
into
go.
consideration.
It's a great promo pick. This
That's from college.
this is something.
Yes, that's from college at the beach. Went to Old Dominion, and that was probably either right before or after a couple of adult beverages.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's
I think
after.
he's like right away. That was college. That was college.
That's why
My-
you won't be seeing me run for any political office, because other pictures like this might appear.
This show has ruined so many political careers. It's unreal.
I don't know. We have a couple that went on
Jim
from
winning
here.
the best sugar holder 2015.
There you go.
And JS says that Jim had the world's smallest football player bronzed. Alrighty.
Your career is going to skyrocket, Jim. Trust me on this one.
This was a Halloween party when I used to live in North Carolina. Back, I think it was just when the internet had started allowing you to post pictures, and so yeah, that was my costume. I can't even remember what I was. That's
We
how
can't either.
much of a blur it is.
Yeah, well, and it is a little blurry. I'm gonna lie. At first, I told Nancy, I said, I almost thought that might have been Ted Cruz.
It's a close second if it isn't.
So,
Oh my
maybe
gosh.
when he went to Mexico when Texas was all freezing. I don't know.
I don't know. Could be all kinds of things. I thought it was just you were excited because you're going to partner up with Tim Sohn, but maybe that's just.
That's a bunch of my fraternity brothers.
There
and
we
I
go.
believe that is a paddle that I had got from my fraternity little brother. So,
What kind of fraternity were you in?
Sigma Phi Epsilon, who actually today is the birthday of the founding of my chapter at Old Dominion, who I'm one of the founding fathers of, April 20th, 1985. It's also my
Ooh.
brother's birthday, who turned 48 today.
Happy birthday,
Wow.
brother, little brother.
The picture from way back then, like, did you have to pay extra to get it in color like that?
Yeah, they had like these things called dark rooms, and the
Oh,
film came in
I've
these
heard of
little
those.
canisters, and you had to pull the film out and
and that's
stick
where
it
the
in.
paddle comes from, right? The dark
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so I'm the guy in
what's
the
the
yellow
paddle?
shirt.
Tell me about the paddle.
So each
Oh.
your little brother has to make you, the big brother, a paddle as a part of their pledge project to in becoming a brother in the fraternity. So yes,
And then what?
that's all I can say.
Yeah, I had a funny feeling.
Daniel says it looks like a scene from Animal House.
It could be.
There were a few of those, but thank God we didn't have video cameras at that point.
No animals were harmed in the filming.
That's right. So this is one of my best friends, Doug Keating, and that's me as a second lieutenant in the Marines, and that was his wedding. So that was 1992.
Okay.
He looked like a
so
doorman, but a very elegant one. So
Yes.
I'm glad
Well,
it was
first
more
I-
than that.
Told Nancy, I thought maybe it was like a bring your kid to work day, but
He's taller than me. That's all.
He is? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
I didn't
it's one of those
notice.
optical illusions. It depends on how you look at it.
right.
If you look at it this way, Jim's shorter, but if you look at it from over here, Jim's shorter.
That's right.
I can see that.
Yeah. It's the camera angle.
It definitely is. It's lighting too.
So that's 2016, and I was in front of Camden Yards because I grew up a big Baltimore Orioles fan, and that is Cal Ripken's number, and they had a statue of him there, so I got a picture there.
So there's a
before the
statue.
season
Did you get a picture of a statue of him or just the 8?
Just,
Just
the
the
8.
8,
8 and right up.
because everybody is an Orioles fan knows what 8 is.
And Cal Ripken was his thing was the consecutive games, right?
Yes.
And his blue eyes.
I didn't notice his blue eyes, but obviously
Well, I
Nancy did. Did you ask Nancy that? So that was me watching the Washington Redskins choke against the New York Giants on New Year's. It was around New Year's Day when Kirk Cousins was their quarterback. All they had to do was win, and they're going to the playoffs. But instead, like they've done many times, except for this past year's the football team, they lost at home. Right? You lose at home, and yeah, so
just
that
like
was
the show.
It's like no.
I'm
not
a
again.
Texans fan. I understand the pain.
Can I say
So
that
much
I'm
pain.
a Patriots fan?
No, that's not allowed on the show. J.S. Gilbert's getting overly stimulated from all of this, so if we could tone it down just a little bit.
Yeah, we're getting censored left and right. There's all
Now
kinds of
but they were the Redskins at the time of this picture, so you can't change
Right.
the past.
Yeah, exactly. You got to put your behind in your past, Sean.
or your face in your hands, one or the other.
So, just one more.
No
One
way.
more. Just one more.
Uh-oh.
No, make it last.
That was Toga Party
No.
at a ski resort in Vermont.
They
During
don't do
winter
those
break.
and they don't do those things.
Yes.
That's
Yes. I
Vermont.
think we're either at Killington or Smuggler's Notch.
smuggler
So-
sounds like a good way to do that. It
Yes.
would be a smuggler's notch dressed in a toga. And I kind of like the hand gesture. It's like,
I
yo,
was probably
what up?
listening to some alternative music like REM or The Cure or something like that.
So now we know that. I don't have to ask that question next
Stand in
time.
that
Chad,
place
make note of
where
that.
JS wants to know if that's a young John Belushi.
Could be.
I think the jury's still out on that.
And Daniel is only still here because he's wondering when Nancy's going to say something borderline offensive or socially
holding.
questionable.
I almost did with the paddle. I withheld. I did. There was a dark room and a paddle, and I was all over that idea, but I didn't.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, as soon as he said the word paddle, knowing you were here, a lot of me clenched. So
Good. That's important. See, I can step up if I need to.
Daniel says REM was never alternative.
It depends.
Well, it depends on what you mean by that.
Right.
I don't think they were ever mainstream.
Come on,
Right.
Daniel.
And if like you were playing Led Zeppelin and the only other thing you had was REM,
It would be an alternative.
exactly.
He wore a hat.
And someone also wants to know if that is some sort of VA gang sign.
That's what I'm saying.
This
Yo,
was before
yo.
gangs. Back in the 80s, gangs didn't
Maybe you
exist
set
yet.
it up.
Before gang.
You are a
This is how
trendsetter.
gangs started. It was at a toga party in 1985 in Vermont.
And Smuggler's Notch.
Right.
That just sounds like a horrible place. You
It
smell
was
like you've been
cold
up in a
outside.
smuggler's notch.
No, you once you've been in the notch, man.
There you go, Daniel. All righty, let's move on.
I'm excited to get my new friend in time for the holiday weekend.
Excited once
Yoda,
again.
welcome to the family, and hope everyone has a great weekend.
It's fair.
Baby Yoda's wearing an orange Scott Ayers wig right now too.
I like it.
All right, let's
Whoa.
let Nancy.
Is it that time? All right. So I know we said that the other part was a favorite, but if you are watching this show over time, like meaning more than like halfway through this, you probably need to know that one of my favorite things is this elevator. All right. So here's the thing. It's going to open up and you jump in. And there, I'm waiting for you to come on in and you have, I'm going to be ready for you. 60 seconds to give your elevator pitch. All right. And I'm going to warn you, the first step, you might get a little woozy when you come in. Don't press any buttons. Just come on in, do your thing. And when the bell rings, your time is up. Jim, are you up to the task?
Sure.
All right. Walk in slowly, back in a few miles, but be careful. If anything gets you from behind, it wasn't me. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's get the door shut. Let's get out of here. Ladies lingerie, first stop.
I'm Jim Fuze, and I'm with Fusion Marketing. I do marketing the Marine Corps way. I'm a retired Marine Lieutenant Colonel turned digital marketing consultant, live streamer, podcaster, as well as remote and virtual event producer. I'm currently also an Amazon Live influencer with the show Dealcasters Live. Always looking to work with those brands and small to medium-sized businesses that want to up their game and be able to get themselves on video so they can engage with their audience.
You got 15, 20 seconds still.
You don't need that much time.
It's simple, sweet.
It's your time. Talk about whatever you want.
want.
I've enjoyed being on the show today. It's made me laugh a lot, so that's good.
Good. That's important. We were going to play elevator music, but it was too alternative for Daniel. Step down.
You don't know how long Nancy's wanted to do that.
I know. It's like that was special. Jim, you were my first.
That's
Like
true.
that.
It's true. Daniel says it's the creepiest elevator ever, but Leo Mendel is actually jealous because he says he only had a blow up Nancy Lewis in his elevator.
Right. So see what I mean? Like this show is stepping it up every week. So you have to tune in. You have to see this because you have no idea what's going to happen next week. We could have, I'm not going to leak any of the ideas. I just trust me that I'm leaking right now and it's going to keep on leaking. So come back.
You know,
every
they
week.
sell a thing on Amazon called Depends if you need
Yeah,
it.
you know, your time's over on this selling me things.
When you ran out of things to say in the elevator, John said, plug the sugar. Oh, that's hilarious.
This is what we like, the
Oh.
back and forth.
And by the way, GS Gilbert is going to go ahead and let everyone know the results are in and you're not the father. But we already knew that and assumed that Nancy was. So it's not a big surprise.
I'm actually Daniel.
No, it says you're not Daniel.
Oh,
And if it's written and it's on the internet, which we checked
must
off
be
both of those
true.
boxes, it must be true.
I believe it. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. Jim, thank you.
Thank you. This
Oh,
was
wait a
lot of
minute.
fun.
It's not over, is it?
This is it's about time for the credits. Yeah,
Oh, I hate this
Yeah.
part.
it is.
This is the part I don't like.
Shirt. It's already happened on this show. All right, he wouldn't be
Shirt.
doing any kind of trend setting. So
Oh,
anyway, hope you had a good time.
yes.
I did.
We loved having you. Listen to me. Like I'm here every week. Join me.
Well, you might be now after listening to Daniel's comments.
I know. I hope you remember us when your career skyrockets from this, because this is where a lot of people never reach back again. They take off and forget where it got launched from. So I hope that you remember this momentous day.
Now I have to go and delete a bunch of pictures off the internet, but Chad's probably already saved them.
Yeah, we've already got them. Yeah, I bought a separate hard drive just for Subpellucid evidence. Mostly because
And
my
your
attorney told
videos
me it
are
was a
in
good
there.
idea.
Mhm.
So, anyway, well, before we go, let's. Oh, and JS says, Jim, when I'm a guest, you can heckle me. He's also sad that it can't be over. And Leo says he wants Nancy Lewis Hill every week. So I will make sure that I connect the two of you guys at the end of the
Every
show.
week.
All righty. Jim, we've got some words of wisdom from you to
Oh,
to end the
gosh.
show.
I know. It's like, do you know how to use Zoom?
I gotta play
And
that
that's how it
again.
starts.
I
That's
know,
how
it's
it
like,
starts.
do you know how to use Zoom?
You can take your shirt off and Zoom.
I've never played one of these more than once, but I played it a third time because I'm sorry. This was like, do you know Jesus as your savior? And also,
I know. It's like, do you know how to use Zoom?
do you know how to use Zoom?
Precious moments.
That was one of the best things ever. There's a
Ever.
new credits this week. Some new sponsors.
It's kind of special.
You know,
I like it.
the Tim Show
Brought to you by Zoom.
with Jim.
Do you know how to use it?
Like this one, NLH, Neurolinguistic Hell. Also, Nancy Lewis Hell. The Hill.
You choose.
Oh my goodness. This show.
Oh my gosh. Just when you think it can't get any better,
It doesn't.
it doesn't. Exactly.
You're like, I was right.
Yes, I'm waiting because I'm thinking something else is going to happen. But no, folks, nothing else is going to happen. But you can sit and wait
So-
because maybe there'll be an after thing.
Jim, who's Dealcasters?
Dealcasters is my co-host Chris Stone, and that's our Amazon YouTube channel.
So was he less concerned about the reputation of the brand Dealcasters than he was about his own reputation? Is that why he showed up like as Dealcasters?
That's a good question.
That's why he asked it.
I didn't
I
know
don't
his
know the
name, and so I
answer
was
to
just like, your partner in crime, your buddy. It's like, I don't want to be just like Dealcasters is saying.
Yes. I think it's an always be branding thing. He's trying to brand Dealcasters on this high quality show.
Right.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, we don't just draw in the numbers, but we draw people with money.
Yep. And people with names that aren't people. We draw that in.
Correct.
It's
you
a
know,
filter.
People that watch this show have a lot of money because they don't feel like they need to work and
Right.
can waste an hour of their life
Right.
doing this. So
I am right now.
exactly.
Daniel got paid. I didn't get paid.
Let me.
He's on vacation. He's on a tropical cruise, and here I am.
before-
I don't understand.
Before she says anything that we're gonna regret or get banned for, let me end the show because most shows end at the credits, but they
Nah.
also have a better producer.